the recent election, we've received many questions from restaurants on Amendment 70, increasing Colorado's minimum wage. Hi, I'm Sonia Riggs, President and CEO of the Colorado Restaurant Association. I wanted to just take a few minutes to walk you through Amendment 70, the implications, and how it's going to impact you over the next couple of years. So what does the law say? It basically is a minimum wage increase on the regular minimum wage and the tipped minimum wage over the next 3 years and 2 months that will take it up to $12 an hour and $8.98 for the tipped minimum wage by January 1st, 2020. Here's how that will happen. As of January 1st, 2017, minimum wage will increase by 99 cents an hour, and it's important to note that the tipped wage will also increase by 99 cents an hour on January 1st. Each subsequent year on January 1st, minimum wage and the tipped minimum wage will increase by 90 cents an hour until they hit $12 an hour and $8.98 an hour by January 1st, 2020. So many people have asked me if there's a chance that we can correct the flaws that were part of Amendment 70. And my response is it's highly unlikely. First of all, it's a constitutional change, meaning any additional change of this law would have to be done through another constitutional amendment. Many people have asked me, well, why can't we just change the tipped wage? That's the only problem that I have with this issue. The tipped wage, as it is part of the minimum wage, is locked in Colorado's Constitution and therefore would require a constitutional amendment to make a change to that portion of Amendment 70. So many of our restaurant members have contacted us and said, well, how are others coping with these changes? We know that people are going to be looking at price increases, staff changes as far as cutting staff hours or cutting some positions. Some people have looked at a service charge model as a way to cope with some of these increased costs. It's very important to know that there is a big difference between a service charge, which is a mandatory charge. In other words, you're not letting the customer choose how much they're giving, versus a tip, which is something that the customer can choose what amount that they decide to contribute. A service charge is considered by the government to be income to the establishment, meaning you have to pay taxes on that income as you would any other income. A tip, on the other hand, is the property of the employees. It's important to note because many people consider doing tip pooling as a way to mitigate some of these changes that are going to be happening as well. It's important to know that the government has very strict laws on tip pooling and who is eligible for a legal tip pool. So we highly encourage you, if you have questions about that, to call the Colorado Restaurant Association or talk to your attorney to make sure that you are doing a tip pool correctly. The biggest thing I really want to emphasize with restaurants is please make sure you understand the laws. Laws are constantly changing both at the state level, the local level, and the national level. You can find resources for new laws on our website, in our monthly newsletter, or just by calling our office if there's something that you don't understand. Whether it is regarding tip pooling, whether it's liquor law, food code, any of these labor laws that have been coming into recent existence, we're happy to help you with any of those.